I got to make a coat of arms for a Compass project that I have to do for my school, and this is gonna actually be a bit more, not serious, but more like insightful into who I am as a person. So, without any more delays, let's go. So the first thing that you can see is this guy. He's a frail guy, much like how I was frail back in the day. No more. But this was during my 7th grade summer. I went to Camp Yolijwa, and so I was in a cabin full of guys that I enjoyed being with. We were funny, we were dynamic, we all we tolerated one another, I should say, but we all could have a laugh. And so we stayed up a bit late at night, and so we were all Lidl, just yelling that. And this one camp counselor walks in and is like, "If I hear anyone Lidl again, I'm gonna make them hold buckets of ice water the entire night." And so naturally, my friend Carlos, who is one of my closer friends, just yells, Lidl, as soon as the guy walks out. And none of us held buckets of ice water, fortunately. As you can see, that guy wasn't going to make it. But that moment is significant because it's like one of the most defining moments from younger me. That's one of my fondest memories. Having fun, breaking the rules a bit, just getting a good laugh and memory that I look back on today. Next up is these mountain boys. So this summer, my school got me the chance to go to Germany and Switzerland, and being on top of Mount Lucerne in the Alps is truly life-changing. For one, I felt taller than I ever have before, being 6,000, not 6,000, of course, that a bit much for my ego, but a couple thousand feet above sea level, right? And just looking down upon the city of Lucerne underneath, and it was truly life-altering. It's like the temperature was completely different, and I've never been that high before, in the physical and metaphorical sense. But that's an admission that I have to live with. But life-changing and perspective altering. Next up are some hobbies and skills, quote unquote. So one skill I claim to have is piano. I consider myself to be average. I can play some things, but don't ask me to play some 4 different chords in a row. Here's soccer. The 2018 World Cup has drawn me into the world of soccer, and I watch one soccer game a weekend. It's pretty cathartic for me, and I enjoy it. I want to play it more. I'm probably going to do an intramural in college and be that guy, but hey, someone's got to keep the game going. Next up, where I'm from, the school I go to is in Hershey. That's supposed to be Fahrenheit from Hershey Park. And while it's not my actual home, I've been at the school I go to for so long in my entire life, and that I've spent more time here than I have at home with my mom and siblings. So this is my home, for better or worse, essentially. And we got to write down a struggle. This is my struggle. There's me, buff boy, and question marks, and that's sort of questions I have about who I am, what my identity is, and what my positions are, and people who can I confide in, those things. And those are all things that I, as a 16-year-old, need to deal with and should deal with, frankly, as I transition into being an adult in 2 years. And the overarching theme that all of these things have, which they do have a connection, doesn't seem like it, as you have some relatively superficial things to some more pleasant memories to core personal conflicts, is that to me, they all speak to a sense of incompletion. You can look at the paper and you don't see a lot of color, do you? Now, that could be because of my laziness and desire to get this done quickly, but maybe I feel like it could easily just as be applicable to how, frankly, I don't have as much. Look at like the fond memory section, right? There's only one. Look at that space. I don't really have more fond memories I can put in that box. Like what? Holding hands with a girlfriend? Sure. Getting that new game? Sure. Catching that one tip touchdown in the snow to win the game for my student home? Yeah, but it's not as much as I'd want. Look at all that space. That's the only time I've been outside the United States. I haven't even been to California. I've only been around the East Coast. Most states I've actively been in were PA, New Jersey, NYC, and Florida. Here, of course, I don't have answers. Actually, there be that space. My home, I've only lived in Pennsylvania my entire life. Philly and Hershey. Hobbies? Piano, it hasn't really taken me anywhere. Soccer, I've just gone into it and I don't play for like a team. And all this leads to a sense of overall incompletion. I strongly feel like my life is incomplete, frankly. There's so much more I want to experience, and the most agonizing part is I have enough to know that is there. I have seen the Alps, and I know that there's more beautiful sights and locations and people that are out there. I can go see and experience and live in more. I know there's more memories that I can have that I can look back on fondly, regardless of my age or where I am. I know there's more hobbies and skills that I can and want to learn and pick up and participate in. And I know that there's more places I want to live in, more commitment. And I know that I want answers to these personal identity questions that I have. But something that gives me hope is this slogan: to do is to dare. You may know it as the slogan of the Tottenham Hotspurs from the soccer team. But I think it is just as succinctly put for my shield. I want to do more of my memories, my places I've been, who I am, my skills and hobbies. But in order to do those things, I have to dare. I have to dare to try something new. I have to dare to question myself. I have to dare to go to that place that's off the beaten path. Maybe go to, say, a place that's not a touristy spot. I have to dare to make new memories and take the chance. Go ask the girl or whatever. I need to dare. And in order to dare, I need to do. And as a 16-year-old, I do know that there is so much more to do, so many more challenges I need to face, and so many more difficulties that lie resultingly. But I also know and I believe that there will be more good memories, wonderful, beautiful locations, hobbies and skills and knowledge, and clarity about who I am along the way. This is me as a 16-year-old, and I hope as an adult in the future, I can look back upon this and say, I've made mistakes, I've messed up, and it's now the end, but I can live with that. I plan on having that outcome.